Hello student, in this video I will solve miscellaneous exercise on chapter number 18 from question number 9. So this is find the highest common factor of each set of monomials. The first part, this is a to the power I, b to the power 2 and a cube b, ab. Okay, so we have to find the highest common factor each of the monomials. The first term a to the power 5 b to the power 2, this is written as a to the power 5 b to the power 2. A to the power 5 written as product of a into a 5 times and b square product of b into b 2 times. Okay, and a to the power 3, this is also written as product of a into a 3 times. Okay, so this is a into a 3 times and b. AB is also written as product of a into b. Okay, so dear children, now here we observe we have a only one a in all the term and one b. Okay, in all the term. This means we have only a and b is common in all the three monomials, given three monomials. So therefore highest common factor means highest common factor equal to a into b, which is equal to b. So this is the solution of first part of question number 9. Now move to the second part. Also find the highest common factor in each monomials. So here the first monomial, this is 3x square. 3x square can be written as product of 3 into product of x 2 times. Okay, so this is x into x. And second monomial, this is 12 x to the power 5. So this is written as a product of 2 into 3. 2 to the power 3 is 12 and x to the power 5 written as a product of x into x 5 times. So this is x into x 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And third monomial, this is minus 18 x to the power 7. So minus 18 written as product of minus 1 and this is 2 into 3 into 3. Okay, minus 1 into product of 2 into 3 into 3 and product of x 7 times. So this is x into x into x into x into x into x into x 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, children. So now find out the common value. So this is we have find 3. Okay, 3 and 2x highest common factor means HCF is equal to, this is 3 into product of x 2 times, which is equal to 3x square. Okay, so this is the common factor of monomials 3x square minus 12x to the power 5 minus 18x to the power 7. So this is the solution of second part of question number 9. Now move to the question number 10. Factorize the following expression after taking out the highest common factor. Okay, the first part is this is 3p minus 15p to the power 3. Now look at these two terms. The first term is 3p and second term this is 15p to the power 3. Okay, so we have 3 and 1p as a common. Okay, so taking out 3p outside, so we left at over at first places only 1 and in second places means second term 5p to the power 2. So this is the factors of first part 3p minus 15p to the power 3, which is equal to 3p in bracket 1 minus 5p square. Now move to the second part. This is 15x square y z to the power 3 minus 90x y square z to the power 2. Okay. Now if you observe clearly, then we will find out 15, okay, and 1x and 1y and 2z as a common in these two terms. Okay, so now taking out common as this is 15 x y and z square. So here only x and 1 z are left, minus here 15 6 90 9 and y and z. Okay, x z and only here y are left. 15x y z square inside the bracket x z minus 6y. So this is the factor of second part 15x square y z power 3 minus 90 x y square z square. Further move to the third part. This is 14p to the power 3 minus 16p square plus 64p. So here we have 4 and p is common in all the term. So now taking out outside it 4p. So here we left only p square minus 4. Okay, 4p plus 16. Okay, children. Now look at this term p square minus 4p plus 16. So here its first and third term are a perfect square number. So this is written as 4p as a p square, and this is 4 square, and middle term can be written as product of 2 into p into 2, so this becomes 4p is equal to inside bracket p minus 4 whole square. Okay. So dear children, this is not a grand form of formula. So this is the 4p minus p square 4p plus 16. This is the factor of 4p power 3 minus 60p square plus 64p. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Now move to the third part. This is 4p power 3 minus 16p square plus 64p. So here we have in all the term 4p. Okay, 4p as a common. So taking out 4p as a common. So this is become 4 square minus 4 p plus 60. Okay, so this is the factors of 4p to power 3 minus 16 p square plus 64 p. Okay. Now move to the question number 11. This is factorize using appropriate identity. Appropriate identity means by using identity a plus b whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square and a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square and other a square minus b square equal to in one bracket a plus b and other bracket a minus b. Okay, so by using these three identities we have to factorize all three parts of question number 11. Okay, so the first part is this is 25 minus 169 into power 4. So it's first and second term are a perfect square number. So this is written as 5 square minus 13 a square of whole square. So now using identity a square minus b square which is equal to in one bracket a plus b and other bracket a minus b. So this become in one bracket 5a plus 13 a square and second bracket 5a minus 13 a square. Okay, so this is the solution of first part. Now move to the second. So in second part the first and third term looking this is as a perfect square number. So this is written as 7x whole square and third term plus 3y whole square and middle term can be written as this is 2 into 7x into 3y. Okay, so this is the identity a square minus 2ab plus b square which is equal to a minus b square. So now using identity this becomes 7x minus 3y whole square. Okay children, and further move to the third part. This is 18x square plus 36xy plus 4y. This is also first and third term written as 9x square plus this is 2y whole square plus product of 9x into 2y. So this is the identity 9x plus 2y whole square. Okay, so this is the solution of first and second and third part of question number 11. Further move to the question number 12. This is the following expression of perfect square. However, one term has been incorrectly written. Rewrite each expression to make it perfect square. Okay, the first part, this is 9x square minus 3x by 2 plus 1 upon 4. So this is written as its first term 3x whole square minus and plus 1 by 2 whole square. So this is product of 2 into 3x into 1 by 2. Okay, so here we can cancel 2, 2. So here we can find out the second term is incorrect. Okay, so its correct term is this is 9x square minus 3x plus 1 upon 4. So this is the correct term. Now move to the second part. This is 9a upon 4. So written as 3a by 2 whole square, 3a by 2 whole square minus, and this is plus 2 by 5 whole square into product of 2 into 3a by 2 into 2 by 5. So we can cancel out 2, 2, then 6 by 5. So again this term is incorrect, written 3a by 5. So the correct term is this is 9a square by 4 minus 6a by 5 plus 4 by 25. This is the correct expression. Okay, now move to the third. This is 25x square minus 30x plus 4y square. So this is written as 5x whole square minus and plus 2y whole square. So this is the product of 5x into 2y. Okay, again here we have to find out third term is written incorrect. So the correct expression is this is 25 x square minus 5 to the 10 20 xy plus 4 y square. So dear children, this is the correct expression. Okay. Further move to the question number 13. This is factorized completely. The first part is inside bracket a square minus 6a plus 9 bracket close minus 25. So this is written as a square plus 2 into a into 3 plus 3 whole square minus and 25 as a 5 square. So this is the identity a square minus 2ab plus b square, which is equal to a minus b whole square. So therefore this is a minus 3 whole square minus 5 square. Again this is in the form of identity a square minus b square. So now easy. So this becomes in one bracket a minus 3 plus 5 and second bracket a minus 3 minus 5, which is equal to a plus 2 and a minus 8. Okay, so this is the factor. Now move to the second. This is 16 and in bracket 4x square plus 12x plus 9. So this is also written as 4x square inside bracket 2x whole square plus 2 into 2x into 3 plus 3 whole square. So this is the identity whole square and 2x plus 3 whole square, which is equal to in one bracket 4 plus 2x plus 3 and 4x minus 2x minus 3. So this is 4 plus 3 7 plus 2x minus 4 1 minus 2x. Okay, now move to the third part. This is x square y upon 4 and z upon 6 minus 49. So this is written as x y square z upon 3 whole square minus 7 whole square. Now using identity a square minus b square, so this become in one bracket x y square z upon 3 plus 7 and x y square z upon 3 minus 7. So this is the factor of third part. Okay, this is the question number 14. What is the area of the square if each side is 2x minus 7? So as we know, the area of square equal to side into side. So side is given. This is 2x minus 7, 2x minus 7, which is equal to 4 2x whole square minus, this is 2x minus 7 whole square. Now expand by using the identity a minus b whole square. So this is 2x whole square minus product of 2 into first term and second term plus second term whole square. So this is 4x square minus 2 to the 4 minus 28x plus 49. Okay, so the area of the square is equal to 4x square minus 28x plus 49 unit square. Okay, so this is the area of the square. Okay children, this is the last question of miscellaneous exercise. Question number 15. Expand 3k square minus 2k. So by using identity a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, we have to expand 3k square minus 2k whole square. So this is 3k square whole square minus product of 2 into 3k square into 2k plus 2k whole square, which is equal to 9k to the power 4 minus 12 k plus 4 k to the power 2. So this is the solution of question number 15.